Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Shots Live. We're back on the Grady White this week, and most of you knew me too well. I'm going to go in there and clean some of that foam up out of the center. I can't take it. I know. I could just leave it, but it could get in the way of some of the water flow getting out of there. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like it. So what I'm going to do is just basically chop it down the sides, clean it all up. I got relatively warm day today. I got a couple of the doors open because it's actually warmer outside than it is in the building. It's supposed to get into the 50s, 60s today, maybe. I think high 50s, maybe. We'll see what happens. But at least I can get out here and work on this. And then I'll see about starting to fit that door, I think, depending on time. But yeah, all right. Well, let me shut up and we'll get to work. All right, we'll start with the easy side first. I'll get you guys clamped on here and get to chopping. I just wanted to just chop it off here. This side's pretty clean. This side is definitely a mess. But you got to start somewhere. You got to clean it up somehow. I think I am going to have to kind of chop the ends back because to get my board in, it kind of has to go this way, right? So that's going to be interesting too. So I have to do something here for sure. But, oh well. Gonna fix good, for sure. All right, so the easy side is done, and it looks good. Of course, now this is the hard side for sure. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. See how much I have to actually clean off. All right, let's get to work. All right, so I got this pretty much cleaned up. I need to get that piece up there, but I figure I got more coming. Those two are stuck, but that one piece there. Anyway, basically to get my board in, it's got to go in and swing, so I'm going to have to come back to here somewhere, cut this, cut that, and take this block out on both sides so that my piece of wood will work. So let me get cutting on that. right, I'm back. Not that you knew I was gone, but the old neighbor is selling the motorhome that's been sitting outside my building that people always ask me about. So I was just showing it to somebody. So anyway, got that done. And then I got back in here and I just vacuumed her out real good so that she's all cleaned up. I think this is going to work. The only thing I'm not sure is there's a little buildup of fiberglass right down here on both sides, and our board just fits. So I'm probably going to have to cut that down just a little bit to make that board fit in here. I'll probably just test fit it. I'll probably clean this ridge up, both sides. Probably need to scrape both of those up, make sure that the thing can go in there nice and flush. But I think we're in pretty good shape. Somebody told me you could put resin on this foam. I'm not sure about that. I need to read up on it a little bit. I wouldn't mind. I wish I hadn't cut that side so deep down there, but whatever. But I wouldn't mind putting resin on it. I just don't know if it's going to eat it or if it really will seal it. So I would think that it would work with resin. I just don't know, like going on dried resin. I just don't know if you can put wet resin on it without it eating through. Anyway, I'll read up on that a little bit or whatever, but then I'm going to see if my board will fit in here. And go from there. I think I'm going to be doing some trimming and some fitting, but I think we're in a pretty good place though. Okay, so let me, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'll start fitting that board, but I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be a little bit shorter. All right. All right, I put a couple screws in there just to make handles. Yeah, I figured that's going to hit down there. So I still got quite a bit of room. I'm going to cut off that to get it to go up in there. But it really isn't going up in there like I thought it would. Okay, we're going to have to make it shorter for sure. All right, that's pretty good. I'll probably have to trim this out a little bit too now. I trimmed that side out some. I'll trim it out because we're going to lower it. I decided to cut the bottom, not the top. So let me cut this notch out just so it's got plenty of clearance, and then dust this off, and we'll get it resined, and then I'll read up real quick if I can resin on foam or not. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to tell me or not, but we'll see. If you can, I'll resin that, and then the same time I resin this, we'll see. All right, let's get to work. Oh, by the way, the guy called back and bought the motorhome, so that's going to be gone here soon. The title has to be sent off and yada, 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 but hopefully soon it'll be gone. So that's a good story. Glad that big old motorhome out there will be out of the way. I can't make my loop around that driveway with that there, so that's kind of the issue. All right, well, with that said, let's get this notched and we'll get this thing cleaned up and resined up. Cool. Oh, what a beautiful day. I have the building all opened up because it was warmer outside than it was in this building. Sometimes insulation works the opposite, doesn't it? Keeps the cold in. So. Look at that, like a glove. All right, so that came out really nice. We got this board in. It's looking like it's gonna fit good, so I'll just mix up some resin that up, and then we'll screw this board in here. But I do wanna look up first and Google if I can put resin on the foam, because if so, I'm gonna put it where I cut it, just to seal it off a little better. I'm not sure that'll work or not, but I wanna see. And then if you can, I will. If you can't, I won't. We'll resin the board and we'll screw it in. It's a pretty good day. All right, so Google says, yes, you can. You can put resin on top of the foam, which is great to know. I had no idea. And the article's talking about total bolt, which is what I've been using all along. So that's great. So yes, I can. So I will resin on top of that foam to seal it off a little better because we did cut it open. And that should help out. And we'll resin around this board. And I'll go find some appropriate screws and we'll go ahead and screw that board in. And then that compartment will be closed forever. I can't wait. All right. Let's do this. All right, so I don't know how much that's really helping or not helping sucking the resin up, that's for sure. I'll go ahead and make up another deal of it and put it on there. I'll run up in there pretty far and roll that side in where I cut it. And then we'll just kind of go from there. I may get a paintbrush out and try to get in the seams a little bit better, but we'll see what it does. I don't know. I'm not sold that it's going to be that great, but this is all resin in, so that's good. So as soon as I get done doing whatever I'm going to do there, then I guess we'll close her up. All right, well, let me get my mask back on. Let's make up another deal of this. The only reason I switched back to this is so you know, all the little crumbly things are getting in the resin. I didn't want that all over this, so I figured I better get that done first and then go back to this. So that's what I did. All right, well, let's mix up some more resin, and I'll go crawl up in there as far as I can and get that sidewall where we cut, and then I'll come back and I guess paintbrush in the cracks that I can't get to with the roller, and we'll call it good. All right. All right, everybody, for the last time, say goodbye. Goodbye, midsection. Man, we have spent a lot of hours and a lot of time in there. It's nice to get that behind us. So let's get this board in here and get her screwed in, and we'll call her good. We'll call her good. Oh, yeah, look at that. Like it was meant to be. Like it was meant to be. All right, so the temperature's right. And there's not too many days like this. I mean, man, look at that sun just beating away out there. So I'm going to go ahead and change clothes. Got my fiberglass clothes on, which I should already had on. Don't tell my wife. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this sheet out and at least get one coat on here because, man, again, I don't know when we're going to get this kind of weather again. So we might as well just get her sealed off. So let me get her measured. We'll go over, cut some fiberglass, and we'll get this sucker on here. All right. Be nice. Fine, comes right over top of that, so I just gotta cut this one and we can go to putting it in. We're gonna have a funky piece right there a little bit, but make that a little long. It's gonna come down, drop that, drop this. All right, I think we got it. Let's mix up some resin and get this sucker in. All right, there you go. We got the first coat in. Whew, it looks good. I had to fight that, which I knew I was going to, that lip right there. But other than that, it came out really well. I will definitely get more fiberglass on the bottom. Where I didn't fiberglass on the very bottom there, it already had fiberglass. But I will definitely hit it from now on for all the different shorts. I didn't go around the corners either because they were already tabbed in. So, yeah, making a mess. So, yeah, there you go. The first sheets on it. And I'm going to clean this mess up and call it a day. But really good headway. I'm thrilled. No longer do I have to look in that hole. I don't even think I need this light anymore. But yeah, awesome that's done. I need one more coat on this wall, 2 more on that wall. I'll do this back one when I do those other ones. I need to definitely check up on my resin. I think I have another gallon in the garage, but if not, I'll get that on order. So a gallon should get us through the rest of this, I think. 2 coats. No, it's 1 coat. 1 coat on that, 2 coats on this left. We are cooking. It'll be time to get this floor cut in, resin that board up, and then gas tank time. I can't wait. Hey, make sure that you go out and check out Patriot Marine Fabricating, patriotmarinefab.net. And for all your tank needs, they are awesome. They build great tanks. So with that said, that's going to be it for me right now. I'm not sure if that's going to be it for the video. I think we got a couple of nice days. I think I'm going to go do some excavation work for a guy down the street that wants it done. And that way it frees up tomorrow. Tomorrow and the next day are supposed to be great weather. And maybe we can go get another coat on that and another coat on that tomorrow. And maybe we can get this board cut out. We'll see. No promises, but I'll catch you in a few minutes. Or in a second for you, and a day for me. All right, got to clean this mess up. I got to get out of these fumes. All right, what a wonderful day. What a wonderful day. Goodbye, hole. All right, man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Hey, everybody, it's another wonderful day out today, which I kind of knew it was going to be. This morning, I've been helping my neighbor dig a culvert underneath his driveway, so he went to get supplies. So while he's doing that, I figured we'd get over here on the Grady and see if we couldn't or at least get that fiberglass cut out before he gets back. And if not, or if there is even more time, I guess, we'll go ahead and get that stuff laid. So I want to go ahead and cut 2 pieces for this front. That way I'm wrapping it good. I've already tabbed it really good, but I really want this next one because I have a sheet now that's on there that's not tabbed over onto that. So this next one I definitely want to bring around. So I'm going to do basically a half and half. Then we need to do this one. The last coat on this one too. And I'll probably do this one like I did that one. I'll do 1 full sheet because this one's tabbed wonderful, but a 1 full sheet across would be great. So I'll cut that one. And we'll cut that one in 2s, and that'll be its second coat. This will be its last coat, and we are rocking and rolling. So I'll get this all measured off, get it cut, and then we'll see what happens. If the guy makes it back, cool. If he doesn't, cooler. All right, let's get this done. All right, so we got the front pieces cut out. We got the 2 sides that are going to be tabbed, and then the center piece, doing this one in 3 pieces. The back one we got cut out in 1 piece. It's got a good amount of tabbing on there, probably too much. I think it's what, 3 coats? 1, 2, 3, well, yeah, 3 coats already are tabbed. So we got plenty of tabbing not going on that one. So this final sheet will be great. It'll do her in. So yeah. Hey, one thing that people have asked me before, and I've kind of blown it off, they're like, well, how does the water get out of the front? And it goes out the bilge pump in the front. But I think what people have been meaning is the midsection. How does the midsection drain? And when I was putting that board on there last night, I was thinking, I really don't know. I'm building it back the way it was, ish, right? It wasn't in 2 pieces, it was 1. But there was no hole down there for water to drain out. For the gas compartment, there is. You can't see it. It's underneath all that junk. But it goes out here and it's plugged. It stays plugged, and then you can just drain it manually. When you take the boat out of the water or whatever. So should I put a hole there so that midsection can drain? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Again, I'm building it the way that it was, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do there. It definitely doesn't go out the front. So, I don't know. All right, well, let me know what you think. In the meantime, let me go get some more resin so we don't run out, because we're going to run out. And we'll get cracking. All right. See you in a second. All right, so I got the resin out, and I got my thing full. I'm getting ready to put the hardener in it. Pulled the fiberglass off there, and so I'm going to mask up, and we're going to get rocking. I think I got everything. Always, when I move this fast, I always think, what am I forgetting? Because I'm kind of coming off the other job, thinking about the other job. All right, so let's resin her up and get her in there. All right, here we go. right, so that went pretty well. We got the front on. It's a 3-piecer. It's tabbed in really nice. That is the second coat on that. And we got the last of the back done, so it is completely finished. No more backside. Now we just got to put another layer of fiberglass on this, and then we can work on the floor. When I do that other fiberglass the next time, I'm going to definitely tab it here on the insides of this. I didn't do very good on this piece, so I'll make sure that I get her nice and tabbed there. But other than that, it came out really nice. Don't forget to let me know about the hole in the mid hole. Should I put a hole there, drain into here? It would be plugged, but it would allow me to let water out of there. Not sure what to do there. Wasn't there originally. Doesn't drain to the front bilge. So whoever said that, you're probably right. I just wasn't thinking what you're thinking. Yeah. So anyway, let me know, because I'll do that at the same time I drill my gas lines back in, and also my wires for the sensors for the full or empty. I need to get those drilled back in. So we'll do all that and resin that at the end there when we're resining this board for the gas tank here on the bottom. We're getting so close, so close. But I need to get back over to help my neighbor, so I'm gonna get the fan going and get this cleaned up. And then hopefully he's back with the pipe to put his culvert in, or his drain for his front of his yard. I also put a ditch down the property line, whatever, just to catch that water and run it off instead of running over through my driveway. So, all right, so yeah, that's it for today. Not sure if that's the end of the episode or if that's it just for now, but either way, I'll see you later. Maybe in a second. Who knows? I never know how to end these, because you don't know. I don't know if this is going to be enough for a video, or if I need to do more to finish the video. I like to keep the videos about 30 minutes. Sometimes we can kick it in around 25 minutes, 20 minutes. So who knows? But we definitely got to get one more piece of fiberglass on the front here. But I don't know what the weather's going to do. See, these are the things that you think about when you're trying to finish up an episode. All right. See you when I see you.